And the Patreon.
Hello and welcome back to the new episode on Paper Sunsets here of our Alaria campaign.
Yay.
Picking up where we left off, I'm joined by Cameron, Cody, Marina, Haley, and Nicholas. Oh, I'm tired. However, we have the honor of having Syrinscape as our music. We're not sponsored, but we are using their music. It is beautiful. Go check it out on their website. And the campaign we're running is a homebrew campaign of my own design. Go check it out on Patreon. Link is in the description and probably flashing on screen right now.
Yeah.
However, we're going to kick this off.
Everyone's pointing in different directions.
Somewhere around here.
Somewhere in this vicinity.
So we're going to kick this off right away. Here we were picking up right where we left off, having just defeated a band of catfolk desert marauders.
Dead cats.
Looking to loot and raid your corpses.
Now we get to loot and raid
Their
theirs.
corpse.
Exactly.
What a twist and turn of events.
Uh-huh.
What a treat.
So, first off, I'm gonna drop my boar, and I'm gonna heal.
Okay.
I'm hurting badly.
I'm gonna
We're
start
going
pulling the
to-
bodies, like dragging them up the side of the.
Can we gather them in
Just
a
gather
pile?
them all into a pile,
Yeah,
and it's
and
just
then
like,
we'll search it.
well, now we'll
Okay,
start
my cure
looting.
wounds,
Well,
yeah.
Rogan threw his hammer trying to hit the last guy.
I like it.
So I'm going to grab my hammer
Any
first.
amount.
Okay.
Thank you, darling.
And then I'm going to
Sit.
start dragging
Oh,
bodies
thank
up
you,
to the
darling.
ridge.
So yeah, the two fighters, or two
It's
tanks,
plus my...
drag
It's a
bodies
modifier.
up to
Alright.
No,
I'm
my
going to
spellcasting
do an
ability
investigation
modifier,
on
which
the
is
bodies to see what they have.
Certainly.
No, it's
We're not
an attack
getting-
bonus.
No,
it's
So
not.
it's different.
21.
Well, it's whatever.
10 bodies.
Whatever.
You find...
Yeah, but when do we do modifier?
Let me do this instead.
Okay.
Could you two watch while he's taking off the bodies there?
Wait, I'm
for
sorry, we're-
spellcasting ability, would it include
We're dragging the bodies up to
plus
the ridge
2
line.
bonus?
He's investigating the
That's
Okay,
your
so
attack
then-
bonus.
It's plus 2. So it's...
9.
Could one of you watch while he's taking off the bodies? We'd like some gold off that.
Please.
So I would say through everybody searching, you find 21 silver pieces
Scribe!
Down.
That's me, guys. Get out of here.
and
That's why yelled scribe.
28 silver pieces.
Wait, more than 28 silver? 21 and 28 silver?
21 and 28 silver.
Yeah.
28 copper. My apologies.
I was
What
just
about the
confused.
equipment on them? Daggers,
very
confused.
darts?
They seem to be these sort of custom-made dagger-type darts, throwing knives type thing. Meant to be used for stabbing and for throwing. There's probably a good... Between all of them, you could probably manage to find 30 or so.
30 custom-made dart daggers.
They're not horribly well made. They're just metal, crudely fashioned. They're effective.
Don't
Not-
think we'll get much for these. No armor on them?
standard leather armor amongst them.
What was it that was the
So then-
glinting when you saw him?
You find two pieces
I was gonna
of
say.
uh, what looks like a very shined up, very polished piece of iron. Just a small little piece that they've polished up, and it reflects nicely in the sun. But it's like rusted out on the other side.
So everyone gets 6 copper.
2 more people get 6
No.
copper.
Yeah, sorry. 2 people get 6 copper.
And then everybody else gets 4 silver.
I'll take the copper.
I'll take 6 copper as well.
You guys can
Okay,
take
so
the
you get-
silver.
So you get 5 copper, and then you
2
get
silver.
4
4
silver.
silver.
Okay. So
Everybody
everyone
gets
gets 4
4
silver.
Oh, we all
Oh.
get 4 silver.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was just getting copper.
No, you get copper and
Oh,
silver.
oh, okay.
I'm at 24 silver pieces. We are poor fuckers
I don't know about you.
I'm at 11
pretty
copper,
good.
13 silver, and
compared to
18.
what we're used to. This is very
Yeah,
minimal.
used to
gold.
carrying around like
Yes.
40,000 gold or
Hey,
something.
hey. I have
Celeste
never
was
carried
very
that much
well-
money.
And
Rogan
leave
on
it in
the
the
other
bank.
Rogan on the other
Take
hand
five
carries that much around with all of his magical items.
Celeste had
No.
a lot of money that she earned
And I got
through
you.
hard,
Yeah, and I got
honest
5.
work.
Yeah, no, dirty, disgusting
Keep it
work.
PG.
I kept it PG. Dirty, disgusting work.
It was honest.
Give me a plumber.
Yeah, garbage man, sewer cleaner, cleaning the pipes.
Those are all respectable jobs.
Cleaning the pipes, eh?
So you travel
Yep.
Yes.
You get back on. You find your horses, get back on, and you continue traveling.
That was quite
I didn't
invigorating.
say
It
anything bad.
was.
I've never really,
I really didn't.
I shouldn't say, I've never really been part of a battle that went that well.
I've
Well,
never
you
been a
killed
boar
everybody.
before.
I did kill 2 people.
You must
Have
forgive
you
me. I've
killed
never been a
anybody
boar
before?
before.
You
Why
know
were
what?
you a
It's
pig?
all really, it's all
I can
relative,
do
isn't
that.
it?
I can shape into animals.
Good for you. Anyway,
Sure.
we should probably keep
Sure.
going.
And I like try and pat your back.
That was my ass.
No, I go.
Smack him with my tail.
I didn't even
Slides
touch-
20 feet down.
I didn't
I'm
even touch you.
11.
I know that I went like.
Don't even.
Never mind.
It's fine. I'll
Okay,
end.
shall we?
High five. That's a high. It'd be a high five for you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
How hurt
let's
are
go
we all?
retrieve the horses.
We are.
I
We're
already
riding.
have a horse.
Yeah. You guys
Okay.
are riding back on track towards
Does
the city of
anyone
Sig
else
Burne.
My
require
lackey.
healing?
I'm fine. I took a little bit of a.
I'm
Give you
I
more.
took
No,
one
I'm
little
okay.
scrape, but other
I'm
than that, I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm
I'll be
alright.
fine.
I'm gonna give you more then.
No, I'm okay. Really, you should save it.
6 points. Plus 1 temporary.
Hold on. Plus 1 temp?
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys.
Shatter a circle of dreams.
Wow.
Anyway, we ride until sunset.
You ride until sunset,
Into the sunset?
We should probably make camp again.
I agree.
and you make camp.
However, I don't want to be attacked again.
Well,
That was a rather traumatizing experience.
well, here's the thing. We sleep. We'll take watches. By the way, I'm sorry, but you will have to take a watch shift
I
tonight.
totally understand. And
Who would like to sleep through the night tonight? I think we should let the old man do it.
Malik, if you would like to take this one out, you can.
Yeah.
Sleep through the night.
Oh, shit.
Whatever.
I'll
I'll-
take first watch.
I'll take.
That's not fair.
I'll take last again.
I was going to take last, but that works for me.
So first watch,
I'm just getting used to
Finder.
it.
Yes.
You can take the next watch.
No, it's not the point.
So Finder,
Oh.
Yes.
you're sitting next to the campfire,
Oh, great.
That was
wind
fast.
whistling around you.
Yeah.
Your watch passes by on.
Suck! Son of a bitch!
I like-
See me going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Who's taking second watch?
I'll take it.
Because now I
Alright.
get to sleep a whole 6 hours.
Ileana,
Yeah, that's me. Fucking hell, it's happening, guys, it's happening.
your watch goes by without any issue.
Oh god, this
I'm
is
next.
Except for the bandits.
Except for the bandits.
I'll make up next.
Except for the sand.
I'll make up next. This is the most grueling hours I've ever
No,
experienced
it's-
in my
I'm next.
life.
Arjan?
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're not that.
I was next.
I'm
Oh,
Your
yours
watch.
were?
Yeah.
Damn it!
Your watch is completely fine.
Oh my god.
Go for the druid. I kick her in the foot again.
This
Girl,
is,
it's time for your
this
watch.
is like a freaking game show where
And
it's like.
Mifa?
Mifa
What
girl.
is a game show?
your
where
watch.
they're like.
Goes by without issue.
I don't know. It's,
You guys
what is
awake
the show? I'm thinking
In the
of.
early morning,
No,
I think you're
not
just
a
trying to
bachelor.
scare us at this point.
Let's
there's a certain number
Oh,
after.
you know what? It's kind of like the
Let's,
case game with how many
get some rations
And
going.
his watch
That
was
one.
the closest.
Well, you know where you're like.
Yeah,
Let's-
suspense.
Yeah, that one. That one where you're like, okay.
Let's get some rations going around for everybody, and we'll hit the road. Or the same.
And you guys meet.
There's Malik reading
The
his
same
paper.
paper. Holy sh! Oh my.
He
No,
just needs to
This is a different one.
He bought a few in Boulder Den
Yeah.
before we came here.
I just bought them for the next couple days in advance.
you get copies of the paper?
Yeah.
They magically send it to him.
He knows the owner of the printing press.
Didn't you know?
Just subscribe
It's
to the
it's sent through Metro Parchment.
Daily Mail.
Yes.
There you go. You're subscribed to the Daily Mail.
It's sent through like message, like just.
Yep.
No,
There
No,
you
I
go.
get an owl every day.
Or his his current copy just switches over.
Yeah.
Can we get the
Yes,
comics?
can I? That's what it is.
The comics.
It's Matt.
Oh, can we have the comic? Can we please? Yes.
Let's ride on.
You guys read your comics, eat your food.
Oh goodness,
Oh,
we
I'm
still
gonna
have another full
I'm
day.
spending a hit dice
Are you hurt?
while we're sleeping.
I can heal you.
He's okay.
Because I can heal you up to full.
Well,
I would have healed
No,
myself.
I only needed 3
Yeah,
HP.
yeah.
I only needed 3 HP.
Yeah.
The first hit of the combat, 21.
Does my
Yeah,
does that
since
10
then.
HP gone?
Yes.
It only lasts all day.
Tell
I
you,
only asked.
tell you long rest. Or short.
I'm so excited about my future levels.
Anyway, let's get
I
moving.
gotta put this little sphere.
Let's
Think about
hopefully
the
we don't
hero
get to
now instead of
attacked
the
again
hero
by more-
later, because
Yeah.
in the hero later we usually
catfolk.
We don't get to that.
we don't get to that. So.
Or worse.
So you
That's a
travel
good point.
for a few hours. The midday sun hits.
Are we at Sig Burne?
No, you're still a day and a half out.
Yes.
I get a piece of cloth that I have in my bag, and I stick it on my antlers to give me some shade. Or my horns
smart.
to give me some
Same
shade.
shit,
aren't
different.
thinking.
What
Because
the
mine are
heck?
out more like a
Yeah.
full, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So the
Yeah,
give
mine
me
are
some
Doesn't your
shade.
headpiece cover?
No, I don't have the headpiece.
Oh, you
That's- No.
Well,
All right.
this is very interesting.
So
Listen,
you
it's
travel
very hot.
for a few hours. It's about noon when you see, kind of, you two see this off in the distance a little bit. You
Wait,
see
was
this.
it not me? It's
That's
not
true.
me. It's not
The
me.
passive perceptive people.
That's why I'm like, oh, it's not me. Never
You
mind.
see a large cloud
Oh no.
No, it's a smoke.
to the northwest a little bit.
Does it look like rain? Does it look like smoke?
A nature check.
Looks like the city's burning.
Could be a
Oh,
wind
that's good.
element.
Okay, clap.
Right. It's not bad.
I got 17 for my nature.
18.
The two of you, it seems to be a very
Fuck,
large
no.
sandstorm.
Oh,
No.
we need to take cover.
And
Bloody where?
We're gonna get a sandstorm soon, guys.
Wait. Well, let's
I point
find.
to the cloud. That's a
That's
sandstorm cloud.
great. That's so helpful for you pointing out the sandstorm. But now we need to find cave.
Okay.
So let's get moving.
I'm gonna look around to see if there's anywhere we can hide.
Sure, I
You
look
can, you
for.
can either give me investigation or
Somebody
nature.
else
Yeah.
should roll
Yeah.
it, please.
Can I do
Yeah.
a survival check?
yeah.
Can somebody
Yes.
else roll?
What was it?
Investigation, nature, or survival.
Nope.
I got a 13.
I got the net one.
Investigation, nature, or
Survival.
survival. Let's do nature. It's 14.
14. Pick.
Or no, sorry, 16. Sorry, 16. It's +2.
Okay.
16.
Okay. Between the two of you, Malik and Ileana,
With assistance. Very minor assistance, but assistance.
you do come across probably half mile or so ahead. You can see what looks like a rock structure ahead, and that would be a relatively safe place to hide, based off of your knowledge of survival.
It's a very handy skill.
So you can definitely head in
Kick
that
these horses
direction.
into gear and get
Let's
over
go.
there.
Let's do
Get
that.
into gear.
So you make
Some
your
copyright
rush
users.
over in that direction,
He can sing up to 10 seconds.
Gotcha.
and you get about 3/4 of the way there when the sandstorm bull rushes into you.
Let's get
Can-
moving.
Are we pretty close to each other? Stay close.
I'm
Stay
gonna.
close to each other.
I'm
Keep
gonna
talking.
do a dexterity check to keep a hold on to him.
Oh, I forgot
19.
that you're
19,
riding
again.
me.
Yeah.
Alright, so I need.
Let's get into
I
this.
ride behind them so it breaks the wind.
I'm going to.
Are you
That
guys
is
just like
a-
all riding behind me?
No,
That's
I'm
a bad
grabbing.
idea.
Yeah,
If
can
you
I
want-
take a
if you're
piece?
riding
Can I
behind
take a
him,
piece
you
of
don't
my
want
rope?
him to break the
Or
wind.
can I take my rope and ride up next to her and tell her to hold on, and then ride up next to him and hold on, and then that way we're all.
Yes. Let's
You
just.
can get one person first, and then you're gonna have to actually look for the next person.
I'm going to
Well,
go
we're-
ahead
we're
and I'm going
beside each
to
other.
Keep it chat.
punch him in the
Well-
arm using my chains.
Oh, nice.
Alright,
Fuck is
so
this?
you kind of like, now you
Yeah.
grab your fist and
Yeah.
this celestial chain wraps around your arm, and you just whack him in the shoulder. You take 1 point of damage. And then as you pull back, there's this kind of glowing blue chain connecting to his shoulder.
What the fuck is this?
I don't, if I get blown away, I'd rather have something to
The two of
anchor
you
me
are tied
down.
together.
Yeah.
You're stuck to him, and the two of you
And
are.
I'm
the
looking.
company.
I'm looking to move up
Yeah.
next to them.
I'm
so they
trying to
can-
find the next
Give
one.
me a perception check.
Oh,
Felt
that's
anyone.
good. Oh, that's good. I can, guys. I got 16.
Perception.
16.
24.
Shit.
I rolled a
Alright.
19.
With a 24, you manage
Yeah.
to fight your way through the storm and find Malik.
Hey, Malik,
Malik.
hold on to this rope. That way we can stay together.
That would have worked too, I'm sure.
Yeah, hold on
Just
to my
like-
rope. We have enough.
I have a chain sticking out of my arm.
What is
No,
that?
it's wrapped around your
That's okay.
Take the rope, Malik.
Let's
As
just
I
not get
keep
separated.
trudging forward towards
Alright.
the stone structure.
So you're leading.
I'm completely
guess.
fine
I need
if
a survival
anybody is
check.
curious.
Oh, flack.
Oh,
Somebody else take the lead, please.
Well, Malik knew where it
I'm
was.
completely fine.
Oh, 18.
18. You manage to push your way
You're
through.
fine.
Actually, we're gonna do
I
a
was
little bit more
leading.
severe.
You're good.
You guys, each of you take 9 points of
Do I
damage.
Do I take any damage?
Yes.
So we're at 9.
All that damage because I'm sheltered by his body.
It's the
He
same
takes
sort of
18
thing
points
around
of
there.
damage. We take 9.
Am I taking most of this damage?
No.
Yeah, go, that's why I have it too. I just have this burner. But we take 9 damage?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're at 9. Or are we at 6? Because we have the same number. Oh,
We
right.
took 9.
Oh,
I'm at 16.
That hurt.
However,
that really hurts.
However, you manage to
Get inside.
push your way through, and you come into this, not quite in a cave, but at this sort of alcove, where these sort of like spikes of stone and earth come out of the ground, and they form sort of this forest of stone, essentially.
Well, let's hunker down here for now.
I prestidigitate all the sand off of me. And you.
Thank you.
So you just kind of.
Yep.
4
Well,
plus
that's
1
handy.
Oh, thank you.
Old man magic.
I'm sorry, what? What? Would you like
Reminds me of
assistance
Turtle
with that
Video.
sand?
Please.
Yeah.
Thank you, girl.
Because I think that I could totally do
The
that.
two of you have sand in your armor. It's like in your chainmail.
Malik, do you need help with the sand?
Yes, please.
Okay. What about you,
I would very much.
It's like sand in a strainer.
Yeah.
I'd very much like
Okay.
to stand out of the armor.
Again, sand.
Out of the beard.
strainer.
Out of the beard.
Oh, that's.
But,
I
would you
hate
like-
sand between the scales.
Or do you want
Sure.
to keep the sand on you?
No,
Did I
please.
spit on
No, my nose is just hurting.
Did you stretch your nose too hard, too?
No.
That's a unfortunate gnome thing. That's a
Nobody
gnome.
was
That's
giving
a,
up.
that's a gnome thing.
Gnomes
I'm
have
quite,
big noses.
I'm quite,
It's a gnome nose thing.
I'm quite familiar with the pain.
I'm getting older.
One of my brothers has the same problem. Why am I talking like that?
I don't know. Why are you
Because it's
talking
so
like
easy
me?
to pick up on.
It is. It's very difficult.
I'm sorry. It's
No,
a
it's
very
not-
good
it's not-
accent.
I know.
enjoy
I
it.
know the pain of your nose problem.
Except
my
I
brother has
switched
the
it to
same
his a
thing.
little bit too at one point.
All right.
I'm
So
good now.
That's good.
hunkering down
Yes,
in
I
this
like the sound
stone,
of my armor.
Sand is out.
hunkering down in the stone grove for a little bit. You try and wait it out. Half an hour, an hour.
I'm just gonna take a rest.
You guys can take a short rest if you wish. However, Finder, being your gnome self and who you are, you get a little bored with just sitting around, so you kind of start wandering through the stone
Don't
grove.
wander too far, Finder.
I won't. I wander a little bit too far.
And you come across...
I'm a gnome. It's different than being a Richard.
You come across a...
I'm gonna use 1 hit dice.
I'm thinking about it too.
and you come across a skeleton.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Potato.
Sort of leaning up against one of these stone outcrops.
Yeah. Continue on.
Clothing all torn
Oh,
and
I-
tattered, there's nothing left. However, you do see...
I rolled a 7 plus.
I know this last yesterday, so I'm gonna do one myself. That's my thing. This is an actual spell. 4, so.
Um,
5, 6, 7.
Did you just find a dungeon there? Possibly.
you do find a small item, kind of in his bag that's sort of like
It's gonna be armor. It's gonna be
torn apart and disintegrated. There seems to be a small, looks like a small container, about yay big around, about yay big. Just kind of that had like fallen out of the bag and in the sand a little bit. Pick it up. Doesn't shake. Pop it open, and there seems to be a like a cream of or like a
Oh.
What did
Oh, it's
you
like a
just
healing
find?
salve, maybe?
Oh!
And he's
Um,
dead.
The gnome
See-
identify.
You take just a
No, I
small
didn't.
little smidgen of it, and it tastes pretty sweet, but it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
That's good.
Let's put it in my pocket.
That you know. Bum bum bum.
I mean,
He comes back and
isn't it great
his
that we have
mustache is
somebody?
made out of feathers.
Isn't it great that we have someone with
What-
identify in
what
the
should I
group?
call it?
Sweet, wait, so
Is it a
Cream.
cantrip or a
There you
spell
go.
slot?
Call it cream.
It's
Green.
Not
I'll
to be
put-
confused with.
but I can use it with,
Universal
uh,
solvent?
I'll put in desert cave just in case we forget to actually
where it was.
do it.
You know,
Well, I imagine you would identify it fairly quickly.
yeah,
Maybe.
you know.
That's up to you.
We've gotten times where
Sure.
I mean, I am here. But
Eventually, the sandstorm dissipates after about an hour and a half, and
I recently come back.
Did you find anything?
A cream?
Wow, so interesting.
I don't know what it does. Could you identify it? Thank you.
Can I do like the ritual version of this?
you can take 10 minutes and
Do it.
yep, you sit.
I don't want any spells.
You take 10 minutes. You cast it, and you.
Please tell me you didn't drink this. Well, taste it. Oh god, it's good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
You might want to hold on to this one. It's a
Oh.
magical ointment.
Ooh.
It'll help. Oh.
You know, cure any.
Can the rest of the group
Diseases.
be notified about what this is?
I'm letting
It's
you
an
all
STD
know.
vaccine.
It's basically a.
Yeah, that's about it.
It's a healing cream
Oh,
that
But
can
it also covers
It also covers diseases and
poison.
poisons and the
Oh.
like.
That's quite
Are
useful.
we very hurt?
No, we're fine.
We're fine. No, it's all
We rolled hit dice. We're good.
What are hit
What
dice?
is-
What are hit dice?
What is a hit
Well,
dice?
we
What are you talking
apply the
about?
We
natural
play
methods,
dice and the man who rolls lowest gets hits.
Oh, okay.
and it heals us.
Must be a
There you
soldier.
go, hit dice.
That must be it. Is
It's a
that,
soldier's game.
I was going to
So
say, is
did
that
you
something
take
you
from
learned?
the soldiers? Did you take dice and I took cards?
I
You rolled a
also
3?
have my medical herbs with me.
I rolled
Oh,
a 6.
shit.
Oh, I don't think
There,
I
I
like
healed
that
you.
game.
Feels great.
I don't think I like that game very much.
It's a soldier's game. Get over it.
Oh, I'm not saying anything.
Want to
bad. I'm
play?
just-
No.
Do I look like a soldier to you?
Not really. She
Exactly.
had never killed anybody before.
I still haven't.
Hey now,
Alright.
I never confirmed nor denied that accusation.
So you guys mount up again, and you
I don't
continue
like
on
She
your
got
journey.
way too excited to
That's
kill her
the
first target.
It was my first group battle.
The end of your third day travel. You're almost at Sig Burne.
Oh god, we got one more day ahead of us, guys.
and
We're just
you-
about there.
You take your rest.
Who's taking the full night's rest?
I will be taking the first watch.
I'll take
Second.
last watch again.
No, you're on full night's rest this tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Full watch.
All right.
Okay.
Good night.
I'll take the second last watch.
I'll take last watch.
Good luck.
So first watch,
Great,
Ileana.
that's me. So nervous, it's so many things.
Bye without issue.
Yay! I go wake up Finder.
Finder.
He's nervous.
Yes.
In the... Yes. Oh, you
He's
might,
doing
have,
the smile and the thing.
you might have gotten it, my friend. I'm so sorry.
Goes bye without issue.
I talked to a
Very
small
much.
creature during my watch.
All right. You learn some information about the local desert. There's,
Perfect.
There's nothing around.
It's dry. It's boring.
Watch goes by without issue.
Oh,
Well, I am next.
Arjan
oh my god.
goes by without issue.
Fact!
Yes!
I wanted something to happen.
No! I want my full sleep.
And you awake on day 4. Do some quick
Good night's sleep.
rations.
Day 4, last day, guys.
You're 1 bag down.
We're down a full bag. Damn, you guys eat a lot.
For breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I wipe some crumbs off my
I feel like somebody is taking a bit
I use
more
the
than
newspaper to
ration.
brush some crumbs
Oh,
off.
here's a newspaper.
Here's you come.
Yes!
I'm tiny, so I don't eat very much.
He's making up for it.
I was thinking about the... Never mind. Let's get going. We're
And
gonna
you
make it to
ride.
town today.
I hope so.
You
I'm a
ride. for
frail
the-
old man. A frail old dwarf. You got.
I don't believe you for a second.
Oh my god.
You ride for the day. The hot air eventually starts to cool.
Oh.
And you eventually find yourselves.
Dun, 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 dun.
Sig Burne.
The sand starts to let out a little bit, and it turns into more dirt and earth,
Oh, goody.
rock a little bit. And you start to see in the distance a different shape on the horizon. You eventually find yourself close enough that you can see domed buildings make up this sort of hovel, this very flat, one-story hovel.
Probably.
That is this city.
Well, you've made it to Sig Burne.
Civilization! I'm so
There
excited.
is a large river that comes flowing from
Water.
from out of the forest just beyond, and just passes by and then heads to the coast that you can see quite a ways off there.
Well, at least we'll get to sleep in beds tonight instead of on sand.
That'll be nice. I mean, the sand was quite
Don't you have a bedroll?
Yeah.
Yes, but it's still on sand.
What?
Have you ever taken a towel to the beach?
No, because I don't go to the beach.
That shit gets buried.
Yeah.
It's,
get
and
sand
then you
everywhere.
also have to shake it out every morning. It's a
It's
disaster.
a nightmare.
See, girls got sand in their hair.
No, we don't.
Well, you did
Thank you.
when you slept.
We don't have sand anywhere.
Not
Fair
worth it.
enough, but whatever.
And you approach the city of Sig Burne. As you get
Think
closer,
about the stupid
the
smell.
sun starts to set, and it starts
Sorry,
to get into
nothing.
evening.
I've never been in a place more filled with villainy and violence than that.
So, everybody
This
feels
is
you-
my kind
More
of place.
wretched hive
Oh,
of scum and villainy.
We'll
Oh, it's
know
a
that night.
like a really
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I mean.
like
nasty.
I-
Star Wars
Yeah, okay.
So,
Just a ha ha
Right, 'cause
ha.
it was
Ha 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 ha.
You know how I
You
mentioned
enter-
Yeah.
you enter the city
Ah.
streets as the sun sets, the darkness taking over.
Let's find a tavern and see if we can get some beds and warm food in our bellies.
Mhm.
And as you
I was
kind of
minding the cold food.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it.
as you walk through the city streets, these sort of strung up lights along poles all down the
Oh.
streets sort of light up,
That's pretty.
and music starts to fill the air. Dancers come out.
Is that party happening?
I'm gonna pull out my flute.
It could be a festival.
I'm gonna go
It's
do
a
a quick.
happy tune.
I'm gonna quickly look around and see if there's any pickpockets in the crowd who are using these dancers as
Go for it.
or anything why the like.
I'm on the same
I'm
page as
gonna
him
look
here.
around.
Give me an
I'm
insight.
gonna use sleight of hand.
15.
15. You only see one pickpocket.
15.
You only see
23.
one pickpocket.
And it's this one.
23.
You see no pickpockets.
However, you do manage to score
Sleight of hand, my friend.
9 copper. And 10 silver.
Mm.
There we go.
Making it hail.
We didn't see a thing as we keep walking.
And I just played my flute along.
I'm kind of doing the
What
whole
Making
like.
it hail.
What is that
I'm
high pitched screaming?
I'm kind of doing the
Screeching.
whole like
Nice.
tourist thing, and I have my like money.
You're
pouch,
playing.
so
I'm talking about your flute playing.
I know, and I'm
Yeah,
saying,
still
out of
some
character.
friends.
It's really nice.
I'm well to my
Flutes are
friends.
pretty.
Are we friends?
I don't like
Would
the
you
flute.
consider us friends?
I love them.
Close acquaintances.
Well,
Is that
Character
good
doesn't
enough
like
for
a
you not to
flute.
steal from me?
Yes.
All right.
well, let's find the tavern.
I would like.
So you head towards the center of the city, usually where taverns are located.
Yes.
As a
And-
soldier, I'm proficient in a type of game. I have cards with me.
Oh, you took cards. I thought you took dice.
No.
Okay, I'll take dice then. If you take cards.
I don't know what's happening.
Well, it
As,
makes sense because he lost the dice game.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
as you walk through the streets, drink is brought out to you,
Is it free?
food
Is this?
Dwarven Constitution, bitches.
is
Is
just
this-
handed to you.
I like this city.
Excuse me. Is this complimentary?
Nobody says anything. They just like hand you a they
but
hand
before
you
we-
like a wrap and they run off and
I.
I like this
Other
city.
people, other people
I'm just
drinking.
going to
oh yeah, people are drinking, eating,
Just gonna eat it.
dancing, enjoying music.
I go find someone. What's the occasion?
This happens every night. Have you never been here?
Nice.
This is every night.
I kind of bypassed it last time.
Oh, it's a lovely little city. It happens every night.
Wow.
Enjoy the festivities.
Insight to see if there's something he's hiding.
Yeah, inside this.
I'm like carefully sipping on the drink.
I'm just happy.
You
I
can
don't
drink.
care.
I got a 19.
It's not that I can drink.
I got
it's
an
that I
18
choose
on my
to.
inside.
This is a nice.
I'm just like.
I come here every weekend from you late. It's a trip. Me and my family come up every week.
To just get
2-day
hammered
trip
with your
for the weekend.
family?
Why not?
Oh, there's games for the
To
kids.
travel for 2
and
days.
Hey,
Spend 2 days.
Wife and I
travel 2
enjoy
days
the
back.
drink and
Spend
the
1 day in
food
Mulet.
and dancing.
I love it. If you're fun with street, you'll be
I'm
fine.
suspicious, but let's go and get ourselves.
Isn't
some-
Mulate to 2-day trip?
Yeah.
He only has to work 1 day a week.
He doesn't work. He's rich enough that he doesn't have to work.
Let's just live
He
here.
spends the day at Mulate, travels for 2 days, spends 2 days, travels 2 days,
Do you know
spends
who
a day.
provides all the food and ale?
He might have a faster way of getting there.
The masters of the town, of course.
Oh, that's
Where
kind
are
of
they?
fun.
They're up in their keep, the palace. They don't come out a lot, but they provide all the drink, all the food, the dancers, entertainment.
How would one get to the temple?
This is different.
Castle?
It's just beyond the main square there. You can't miss it.
I read,
Right to come?
I read my newspapers. Anything
I'm going
about
to
Sig Burne?
say a hard
People
pass
going missing
on
in
that,
Sig Burne.
and I'm going to say I don't know where you went.
I think he thinks that you're going to go steal from somebody.
I'm not going
And he
to
doesn't want to
steal,
be a
I'm going
part
to
of
get
it.
information.
He's going to go and get information. So
He
I'm
comes with
going
coin.
to.
I'm going to get information. I can mock
This is
you.
really good ale.
Oh, is it?
I'm
I've
going
been
to.
sipping on this the whole time.
I'm
I
going
haven't
to
eaten
get
it.
information
Just
if
sit. Sit or
anybody
sit.
would like to join me.
I'll come with you. Here, hold this. I'm gonna go with him.
Okay.
It seems
I'm
like an
gonna go.
adventure.
I'm gonna go find us a
It's fine,
tavern,
Ben.
get us
It's
some
fine.
heads.
I'm gonna go with the gnome.
I'm going to drink this.
No. Oh yes, boulder
Oh,
back.
I may be a bit tipsy.
I should give me her drink so that was fine.
Little bit.
So you 3 are going together?
No. I'm staying with you two.
I'm going
He's
to
going
find
to
us
the
a tavern.
Oh,
So
where are
you can
going?
either stay with him, the dwarf, and have a drinking contest and lose, or you can come with the dragonborn and find a tavern.
Just a wee bit tipsy.
What are you doing?
Drinking.
Like
Look,
hard.
just get some fresh air.
Let's just explore
Little
the
right
city.
off.
And drink. And find more
This is enclosed
newspapers.
space.
I got it.
I know, well, we're
Pick
not
up my newspaper. I
outside.
don't need it anymore.
If we wander around, they'll give you more ale
'Cause
and
it's-
alcohol.
It's like
If
a
I stand right
building,
here, they'll bring
and
me
there's
more ale, and
buildings
I don't
inside
have to
the
walk.
building, and then there's
Okay.
buildings.
It's a
I'm gonna
building
search the whole
inside
thing.
of a building.
There's buildings inside of a bigger
Is
building.
that what this is?
Yeah, it's like a it's like a big bazaar, right?
Let's go.
It's like a big building with like little houses inside the one side building.
What is?
this
The
town?
city.
I'm confused
Sig
now.
Burne.
No, it's like little domed hovels.
Okay,
It's
a
how you
one-level
described it though
Tatooine.
is that was like
Okay.
one big dome area.
No.
Because it's lots of little
No.
homes.
No.
In the
He said you
distance.
see
Okay.
domes.
Dome cities, it's like a one-level city. No,
Oh,
That's
okay.
what. That's where he got confused.
That's yeah.
What are
Okay.
you talking about? What?
Think of like Tatooine houses, like lots of them.
All right.
Okay.
I just need a bit of fresh air. I'll be fine.
You're out in the fresh air.
I know.
She just needs a little bit more.
I need a little more. I'm a bit. I'm a
Anyway,
bit
so-
drunk.
Where are the two of you heading?
I'm
the castle.
To the palace. All right. So you make your way towards the palace,
yes.
and you enter the main square with these guys, and then you break off and continue heading. And yeah, as the guy said, as soon as you enter the main square, you can see this palace. It's sort of a large
And
sort
we're
of
gonna find a
Arabian
tavern
Nights
and
style
go to
building.
And not
However,
worry
the
about
entire
any of
building
this
is covered in
in
what
the
looks
morning.
like hair from this distance.
Oh.
You get a little closer, it's vines. Sort of
Oh.
just green and brown and vines just hanging down
I
around the
almost
entire
had an
building.
accident and I almost bopped on the side of the road.
I don't think you would be any different than that fellow.
Good cue.
Pardon me. Pardon me. Sorry.
Anyway, so we go up.
So you make your way towards the palace, and as
Yes.
you come up to the gate that leads into the palace yard, and you see that the gate itself is strung through with these vines,
Oh.
creating this sort of solid wall of vegetation.
I feel like we might have, you know,
They're
benefited
vines, they
from
don't
bringing
knock.
Reefer with us. Just saying, I feel like
Pull it maybe like a doorbell.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
bell.
It would have been perfect.
Yeah.
That was my climb.
You climb. Give me an acrobatics check.
18.
18. You climb up. You get about 15 feet up. You come to the top, and a vine whips up from the other side and smashes you back to the ground.
Okay, never mind. We're going back to go drink because that hurt.
I thought you wanted information.
Just go get me stuff.
That doesn't want me to have information.
Take
I
6
got
points of
plenty.
damage as you hit the ground.
Okay, so I'm at 12.
We're so squishy.
Did I find the
Yep.
tavern?
You can find a
okay,
tavern.
well,
There's
I
quite a
suppose
few.
we can go
I,
back.
I find one and I'm just excuse me.
Welcome. What can I do for you?
I need the room for 2 girls share the room, 3 gentlemen share the room. 2 to 3 rooms?
5 people, you say?
Yes.
Absolutely, I'll get you 5 rooms right up here. He pulls out 5 keys, sets them on the counter. Absolutely.
What's,
good to go.
What's the charge?
Charge? There's no charge in the city.
Okay, what the fuck is going on in this town?
Yeah.
Where's the blood money coming from? Where is the shit? I smell poop in this city. I smell poop.
My dear sir, you've never been here before. This is how the city works. The owners, the leaders of the city, they stay in their palace and they present us with all this marvelous.
Fine. And I take the keys and I'm gonna walk out and find everybody.
What's going on?
Hey, where'd
Yeah.
Girly go?
Are you
That direction.
Are you curly?
Here you go. Here's your room key.
He won't call me by my name.
Let's go get it.
And then we go to find Girly.
Girly, what are you doing?
Girly.
So I left. I didn't go that way. I went this way.
I
Okay.
went in the direction you went. I saw where you went.
I was exploring the city, looking for big places, anywhere that's kind of more.
Also, the world went
Not
black.
as
And you
exciting
wake up
as this
and
is.
Okay. Most of the
Closet
city
with an
seems
old
to
man?
be the same
So
thing.
I'm like,
I'm looking for anyone who
Hurting,
seems to
I'm
be like
like,
hiding in shadows, anything, because something's wrong with this town.
Investigation
hobbling.
check. Or, no, sorry, perception.
Sorry, we-
15.
We've been
15?
playing D&D way too long, and we are just way too suspicious of any free shit.
Yeah.
It's like free.
I'm not.
Free. If you overcharged me, I'd get it. But free?
There's something.
Hell
There's
no.
something going on.
You
Wait a
A
minute.
discount without me haggling? It's a trap.
you look around best you can.
In the immortal
Um,
words.
keeping an eye out, checking down alleys and
It's a
whatnot.
trap.
And the party seems to be spread throughout the whole city. Even the alleyways have activity in them. And you pass by. You do pass by one alley that seems to be a little darker.
Oh, we'll go down there.
And you kind of like peek your head in,
Bad.
and you see about
Dark
10
alley,
feet
yeah.
into the alley a man, kind of slouched against the wall, head kind of bent over in front of him.
You okay there?
No response.
Can I do thaumaturgy over by him so some light goes around?
Little pop.
Yeah, little pops around.
It's a man made of. It's
And-
silhouette made of vines. They jump at you.
Is anyone watching?
Not watching you.
Is there anyone
Don't.
that looks like they're hiding?
I'm gonna approach the body. Make a dex save. You fail. You take 4 points
I'm
damage.
going to
Okay,
approach
I'm already
the body.
dead.
So,
Died.
what I'm gonna do
Oh. Oh.
is I have a feeling this is a trap.
Then
So
go
if
away.
Walk
somebody
away!
attacks me- So if somebody attacks, I'm going to instantly cast
Okay.
as a reaction
I'm
if somebody
going to
comes.
automatically
Kind of
cast
thing.
So I'm gonna
herbicide.
slowly walk. I'm gonna make perception checks everywhere.
Fumigate.
I'll look for druid chant or anything.
Give me a perception check.
I cast
Natural 19 plus 5, so
24.
Because math.
Nothing in the alley.
Because
so anyone
man.
up.
It's
You
the
check
only
up.
poop.
Nothing up on the roof.
Alright.
Straight down the alley outside.
So I slowly approach him.
Okay.
I make him
T-shirt.
happy again.
Smells of poop.
Next year's Christmas present.
You don't know.
I'm going to take my staff and
Okay.
we'll poke him.
Okay.
Free.
You kind of poke him, and he kind of like slumps to the
did.
side.
Is he dead?
Check his pulse.
Oof.
Don't
does it
you
look
have
like a trap?
light? Every wizard should have light.
She's
I
a
can see
druid.
in the dark.
She's a druid. She's a druid.
I'm a dark vision. I have dark vision. I
You
can
have
see
low light
fine.
vision.
Low light vision.
Yeah, you
So
have
dim,
to
dim light you can see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see. So I'm not too worried. Does he look dead? Does he look hurt?
He doesn't look hurt. There's no blood. There's no bruising. There's no.
I'm gonna just whack him a little bit with my staff for more.
What?
Just lying there.
1 damage.
Did we find her yet? I want to find her
I'm
and
gonna
just be
poke
like,
him.
what the fuck are you doing?
Do you know where she's at?
I saw the direction she went.
Just-
Slow
I
down.
can see you.
Okay, you poke him.
What is the thing?
Sir, are you okay?
There's also.
I'm gonna check for
There's
pulse.
also- Where is it?
Okay.
Oh.
You put your finger on, and it's not a pulse. You feel almost like a slithering under the skin.
Back it up.
Oh,
Back
it's
the
the
fuck up.
lines.
I'm gonna look and like.
Oh,
I'm going to
Figured it
take out my
out.
scimitar.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna try his wrist.
Okay.
Do I feel it?
Basic.
I'm gonna cut it open.
Okay. So you kind of like slit the wrist open,
Yeah.
and you see, as soon as it instead of blood kind of spraying out, this kind of two vines, like
Yeah. I'm gonna Drew craft them back in.
nothing happens.
They're just looking up. Can I heal the wounds over?
Interesting.
You can try.
We're gonna try.
Okay.
We'll do.
Do you touch the wound?
No, we're gonna do cure wounds, so I don't have to touch him.
Your
Cure
wounds
wounds,
is
you
attack.
have to touch.
I'm going to use my D6, so I don't have to touch him.
This event sometimes
One.
surprises you.
Okay.
Plus one
The
extra
last
hit
one.
point.
Okay.
I always
It
wanted that one.
heals a little bit,
Once.
but you sit and watch, and the vines kind of like retract back in, and then the wound seems to seal up.
Holy fuck! I'm gonna search him.
Can we
Okay,
find her?
give me an investigation check.
I'm. Fuck.
Sorry.
That's
Yeah, With a
9.
1%, yeah, you find her.
Do I hear them? Because I'm kind of on high alert.
Yeah, you hear footsteps coming behind you.
Stay back.
What?
Don't.
Keep walking.
Yeah, like we both just keep
Guys.
just.
Yep, you walk into the alley.
We need to get them.
Did you just kill a man?
No. There's vines in him.
Where'd your accent go?
There is vines in his body.
What
That's
I
one
know.
way to kill a man.
No. I'm gonna slit open his wrist again.
Do I know about that race?
I'm just gonna slit open
What
his wrist
race?
again. So then the vines
I'm
happen
going
again.
Yep, these vines sort of.
I can feel it on the inside. Don't touch him. Don't touch him.
Yes!
I'm just gonna be like, what did
You
why
kind of
did
stick
you
your
put
finger in the
animated
wound, and
vines
they
in
kind
the
of
man?
like wrap
I
around
can't.
and whatnot, but it feels.
Yeah,
really
look
weird.
Family.
Something's.
I'm gonna grab him and pull.
No. Oh no.
Okay,
Can anybody say
Did I also find it?
persuasion?
so you grab the vines and you pull, and you kind of like pull the body forward a little bit. They come out a couple inches, but they don't come
And then I
out
put my
further.
foot on the body and just keep trying to like.
Stop it!
I go grab him.
Give me a
Stop it!
strength check.
I'm going to try to cut the vines.
Strength?
Yep.
Saving throw or straight
21.
Just a strength check.
I grab the lines underneath him. 21.
14 for
Yeah,
Matt.
he's grabbing. I'm gonna also grab.
And we're both pulling.
Okay.
So his arms are around him
So I got 20.
in like a lover's hold and pulling.
So
I'm a dwarf. I can literally walk
between the
beside
two
him.
of you pulling with your foot on it, you hear this sickening as you
Oh!
pull the arm off.
Oh my god. Tuned in
Are
at the
the-
wrong time.
Are the vines still like.
What's wrong? What are you doing?
No, they're
Oh,
bad.
let me see something.
What-
I put
what
the
is-
arm
Stop!
back up to the body.
Okay, the vines.
Okay.
Pulling the arm back to you.
What is going
We
on
need
here?
to find everyone else.
And you and me are just like
Let's
in
bring
the
this to
street.
the castle.
I said let's just bring the whole
Yeah.
body. And I
No,
pick up
no.
the body and just start
We're just
walking.
getting to know each other, speaking in gnomish.
Are you stupid?
No! We found the body. We must report it to the
Yeah.
guards.
I actually got my father
Look.
killed.
Oh, that's really
No.
unfortunate.
In a
Oh,
town where
okay.
everything,
We were
like
on
the food and the
a
drink is
quest.
being free,
We were on a
and
quest.
there's vines, there's
We're
probably
on a
something here
mission.
pulling the strings where it's
And a
puppets.
job.
Where it makes
It's
people
fine,
seem safe.
And
Let's go
we were
take this
supposed
to the
see-
guards.
steal this
Okay, so
thing.
you head off in that
What
direction.
And I don't
We'll
remember
find
what
some.
it was. because
I'm gonna
it
look for
failed.
them.
There's
There
guards.
has to be
in
some at
my
the
city.
castle.
So
Jesus.
what happened
So-
is I alerted the
Or sorry,
guards,
the
and the
guards.
We're
went
gonna.
and jabbed my father through the chest with a spear.
The fuck is this story? Where
And
We're in the street. We're just drinking.
We're looking for
And
We're
it was my fault because I tripped the alarm, the silent
terrible.
magical alarm.
I have
Of
a
course,
high
it's just,
horrible.
I should have known, but
You were young. It was
I-
fine. You were young.
I know what it is.
exactly.
Do we see them?
Yeah, well, no, we don't
Well,
find
silly
them.
We're going to keep
consolation. My
walking.
birth parents died.
Oh, I'm so
I
sorry.
actually don't know where my
Alright.
father went. He must have died.
I don't know where my mother is.
You know, my mother died
Call
deadly
for them?
disease when I was a year old.
Should we call for
She's
them?
I don't know, but
He's waiting for your turn.
I've seen.
I'm just listening.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
interesting.
It's a good story.
Somebody got rammed through the chest with a spear.
His father, it was terrible.
Yeah.
It's a terrible
You
story.
sure the Rat King isn't your father now? Just
Yes.
your blush.
And then my grandfather just disappeared.
Everyone seems to be disappearing from you.
I know, it's kind of sad. I'm just all alone.
Well, no, you have our
You have another
You
one.
have Arjan.
Oh yeah. Aldron.
He's your friend.
Yeah, he is.
He's like a.
But do you know how we met?
No, I don't. You know, you haven't spoken much to me this whole time.
He was put in prison for something.
He never
I-
tells you.
I remember, but I don't remember at this very point in time. But we were put in the same prison cell,
Uh-huh.
and we talked for about 10 minutes, and I said goodbye, and I slipped through the cracks in the cell door, and I just left.
You just walked out the front door.
I didn't even care.
Wait, was that an acting?
Yes.
Yes.
That must have been a great
The voice in the
experience.
back
You
was-
must be on the run from.
No,
Yeah.
they don't even recognize me.
So was it 10 minutes or 6 minutes? Because earlier you were saying 6 minutes.
I don't know. It was a time between a time between a time.
This is good ale.
It's delicious. And then
Do you know I
You
have
find them?
Do you know my parents are gnomes?
no.
They are! Not my bad parents, of course, but my parents.
Are we speaking Gnomish?
We are.
Oh my god! we run into these
At least I am. I don't know about you.
Okay.
Do we get to the castle yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
And there's vines
Oh.
everywhere.
We're done. We're done.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to druid craft them away.
Okay.
good acting.
Hey.
There's something wrong with this place.
Okay, so what do we see when we get to the
Best
castle?
RP.
Covered in
Drunk
vines.
RP is always
The
best
gates and
RP.
the fence
Any,
twined.
any guards? No guards.
Excuse me. We found the body.
There's a body out here.
Is there any exposed stone? Like on the by the
There.
gate?
Why?
By the gate? No. No. It's basically a solid wall of vegetation.
Well, should we?
I tried to push the cart further. the vines.
We didn't get there. You went
Strength
to
check.
the.
I'm
And then we're just like, fuck it. Let's
So
go drink.
it's
Fucking
18.
I got
You
it. I'm
can-
done. I'm done with this
You
shit.
pull it apart as best you can, and you kind of peek in, and you see that the entire interior of the courtyard is overgrown with vines. And
They need to get a better gardener. There's vines everywhere in
I'm
there.
gonna
Well,
walk up.
maybe this vine
Put my
body
hand
will
on
be
there.
happy in there. Should we throw it
I'm
over the
gonna
fence?
talk to them for a sec.
Okay. We go. We
I'm
grab the
gonna
body. You
ask-
grab the legs. I grab the arms.
Please move.
1,
I know this is
2,
weird.
3.
Do we see them doing
We
that?
toss the body over the gate.
Brendan.
Okay, strength check, both of you.
Brendan. Do we see them doing that?
20.
7 plus, so 10.
Yes.
What are they doing?
10.
10 and
Throwing
20.
that poor man over the wall.
What?
But it's interesting because he seems half-hearted about it, and they go to throw, and he lets go a little early, and then he keeps holding on, and the body kind of like frisbees.
Oh dear God.
Perfect.
It worked quite well, don't you think?
He got so much distance.
He's just taller than I had to let go earlier. He's
And
a lot
it-
taller than me.
It clears the wall and lands on the other side.
He's alright.
Do we hear them?
He,
He smells it's alright.
I don't know.
What is wrong with you two?
I don't.
There's a body and it's
think
filled with
you
vines.
die.
There's vines in there.
Well,
You
that
three.
is an awfully hard assumption to go
The
about.
three of you, a couple individuals kind of come down the road towards you, and they approach you.
yes.
Please come with us.
Sure. Okay. Where's the poop?
Where's the poop? I smell poop.
And you two see the three of them being led off by about 5 or 6 individuals in kind of robes and
I feel you and me are really cocky, like we can kill everyone. It's
What
like,
are you pointing at?
yeah, do you know what?
There's-
I'm okay
there's
with
people
it.
taking
Can I
your
look at that?
allies.
Oh, that's-
That's watching
Oh,
us.
they're it. What is happening? Where are they going?
I'm going to stealth after them. You can follow if you want.
I'm not very stealthy. I'm not going to lie.
That's
And you're
11.
drunk, so it's probably disadvantage.
They're both
Are we doing this?
I got a 19 for my stealth.
Oh, fuck you.
with disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay.
And there was the garbage can in front of her.
19 and 3.
so you kind of like creep after them quite stealthily. You go to creep after. You trip over a garbage can. You grab onto a clothesline. You tear it down.
Oh no!
Do we hear this?
You two do. The 6 other people, they don't seem to bother. They just keep kind of flanking you guys.
I'm
We're
on the
walking.
ground.
and
We're
following.
being led off by guards.
I'm going to
Brendan?
stop.
I'm an organ.
Look at them.
Just half
Brendan,
You're Malik, actually.
I'm Malik.
They don't.
I'm going to stop.
Well, do you know what? You seem like
I'm
nice
gonna turn around and
folks.
see you
And
guys.
pat them on the back.
I'm like
As
trying
you
to put
stop
them
and go to turn around, the 2 at the back, they kind of like hook your arms
Oh, dear.
and
I'm like,
We're in
walk
trouble
I'm going
here.
to druid shape into a little mouse and run away.
We are in trouble.
I
Oh
see-
my god, you were
Do
right.
you want to see something? I can talk to little animals.
oh, that'd be great.
I'm just going to druid shape and run.
She runs.
They catch you by the tail.
Yeah, the first one, he kind of like, as you're going, he kind of like and gets you by the tail.
I'm just trying to fight him.
Just sticks you in the cloak.
I'm just gonna like.
Wait, I can unship him though.
Oh my god, Marina.
I'm at the point where I'm tempted to knock the fuck out of her.
How many
I'm
are
not
there?
going to. They're just going to put me
There's
in the
6
pocket.
like monks. Monks? Why did I
No,
say that?
just people.
Just people? 6 people? Just
They're just people.
With robes and cloaks.
Can I
I
find a
just turned
small
into a
animal
mouse and disappeared.
to talk to?
as if it was like readily available. This way. Hey, buddy.
Hey, I
I've
have
seen you.
something to ask you.
You don't actually find one this time.
Oh.
Hey, buddy. It's me.
It's a rock.
A rock.
Is it me you're looking for?
Oh my god. Okay.
Are you following them? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to fix the
I just,
laundry line,
I
and
tug
then
on her tail
and then I
and,
go,
like,
and then I follow.
All right.
That's an
So the
awkward
2 of
Like
you follow
giggling the
after.
entire time. You're trying to
I'm
sneak.
like,
Like a drunk person trying to be sneaky.
yeah. I'm just like,
And the 2 of you follow after. The 3 of you are led.
Oh, I'm in
Down
the
some
pocket,
streets.
so I can't see.
You can't see. You're kind of turn a corner, turn a corner, turn a corner, straight, corner,
Yeah.
corner, straight.
I'm,
corner.
as we're walking, I'm just going to be eating some rations and leaving crumbs. I'm pulling the Hansel Gretel shit.
All right.
They don't seem to care what I do. As long
Give
as
me an
I
intelligence check, you two.
walk with them. So I'm just going to be eating bread.
Technically disadvantage because of your drunkenness.
Oh.
Oh.
just straight intelligence.
4.
9.
Alright. You don't pick up on anything. You're following, and you eventually lose these 3.
I had a 12, and then it was a disadvantage.
You tried.
I had a 2. And then I rolled
I tried to
a
run
10.
away. It didn't work.
We don't know where they are.
So, does that mean we just go drink?
I
Alright.
feel like we should find them
So,
and then drink.
2 of you are led, and you eventually come up to a building. As you approach, the door kind of opens.
Is there lots of vines on
Search
We're
for.
not
They
gonna
open it.
And they kind of like lead into the building.
Okay. We step in. I step in.
Yeah, I got nothing to hide.
I don't have an option.
So,
And you are led down.
Down.
Down a sort of slightly curved staircase that goes down about 20 feet.
Okay.
And
You
then
say-
opens up into a tunnel about 10 feet wide, 12 feet tall.
Oh, okay. I'm not ducking then.
And it seems to go on for quite a ways.
could I cast minor illusion to make it look like we're not drunk so we can actually figure out what we're doing?
You're still
Make it-
drunk.
You're
We're
still
still
drunk.
I know, we're still drunk, but we don't have drunk vision.
I don't think that.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
Give
Like-
me a perception check.
Oh, that's good. That's
19?
That's good.
You see a breadcrumb trail.
Shall we follow that?
Trail of breadcrumbs.
Might as well. It's the only way we could probably figure this out.
I feel like we're just going in circles. I feel like I want another drink, but this feels like it's a very pressing matter.
We could do both.
I don't feel like that's a smart idea, but I agree with you.
Just,
So the
Let's
two
go
of
find
you.
them.
I'm draining the bottle because it's like a third my size.
I should put. I'm putting this away. I'm
The two
putting
of you
this
follow
away.
this breadcrumb trail, and you come up to a building.
Mm-hmm.
Just a small little house. Door closed. Breads lead up to the door.
I feel like I don't know if knocking. It's rather late.
It's a party. It's a party city.
I
What's
suppose.
going
I
to be-
suppose. It's
what's
a party
going
or
on?
I suppose. Should I?
Got it.
Our stealthy rogue knocks at the door.
Very stealthy.
He's also drunk.
Fuck it. Open the door.
Okay, swings open.
Can you see any more breadcrumbs?
Couple.
This is criminal activity.
And then you see a staircase in one corner.
Telling the thief that is criminal activity.
So,
It goes up.
I think they went
Down?
down that way.
This is breaking and entering. I've never done anything illegal
We didn't break anything.
other than,
It's first time for everything.
I suppose so.
Come on! And I just go down.
I don't like this. I'm gonna try
Alright.
and stealth it.
Oh god.
Roll me a stealth check.
You end up making more noise stealthing.
Probably.
Oh!
Oh! Okay. Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
I got
Okay.
an 11.
Okay. A 10. Better.
I rolled a 3 and then an 18.
I rolled a 19 and then a 10.
Alright, so
They're possible.
the two of you make your way down and you enter this long tunnel as well. And you hear footsteps. You do, anyways, distantly off to your right.
Still not good.
So,
This is not the time there,
is low light vision working?
Yes.
Malik.
Dark vision?
That's always the time.
Dark vision's
That's
working
what we're
too?
not marching to battle.
I have 118.
The mouse is kind of squeaking in the
How
pocket.
far
and
can I
it's
see?
getting
No, I'm
kind of
not.
Like,
annoying.
what's
I haven't
down?
No, you have
Since I
60
went
feet
in.
and then you have dark vision.
Yeah, so I have
I'm going to punch
118
both of
and then
you.
after that-
I haven't set a peep since I put it in the pocket.
What do I see 180 feet in front of me?
A wall.
A circular
tunnel.
circuit.
Does it keep going? Just keeps going? Oh, we could be in here forever.
You're the eyes, and I can only see.
Okay. Okay, let's go. I'll keep my eyes out for them.
You can only see bottle length.
Okay. This far.
Alright, so the three of you, two of you,
Two.
still.
I
You're
know.
led down this tunnel.
Mhm.
Seems to go on for quite a while.
Renown then.
This is a long tunnel we have here. Are we getting close?
It's so funny.
I tried to climb out of the pocket.
I'm kind of getting.
How far does this go?
You can try.
I want to try. I'll go try.
Do I hear that?
Oh, what do I add? Or is it straight? Because I probably won't succeed. What do I add? Nothing.
2 for your dex, I guess, for your mouse. So you don't really
19.
have a mouse, but 19. You managed to worm your way out.
Okay, I'm gonna jump down. What? Can I see anything?
You see 2 walls and tunnel leading off in 2 directions.
Okay, so I'm gonna follow them silently as a little mouse.
He's like trying to grab you again.
Oh, I'm booking it then.
He,
All right, we're gonna book it down.
which way?
When you came? Or
I don't know the way I.
We're in a tunnel now.
I-
There's back and forward.
Except I don't know the way I came. Okay, so
Do you know the
50
way?
or lower, I go down. 60 or higher, I go up.
Roll a d4.
I go up.
Okay, so you go back the way you came.
Do you know the way?
I don't. I'm just.
It's a strength.
You do not know
You're
the
right.
way.
You do not know the way.
No, I don't know what way we
You do not
came.
know
I don't
the
know
way.
where
We
we're going.
established
As this mouse kind of heads up, the
Oh,
one that was carrying her kind of goes after, and one of the other ones is like, "No, leave her be."
oh, so you do speak.
They do speak.
Holy shit.
And they keep walking.
Okay, let's
How long
keep
does
going.
this go on for?
Echo!
Squeak! The tunnel's speaking to us. Do I hear that?
What?
Oh!
You're drunk.
I'm having, but you're fucking blasted. Do you think the
Oh my
walls are
God.
talking
Why
to
is the
you?
wall so tight? Yeah.
The two of you are led down this tunnel, and it
I
eventually
can't
opens
wait.
up into a larger chamber that has a single spiral staircase going up.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I'm
You
getting...
see probably 30 other tunnels seem to kind of spider off of this the central one.
How far do you think we walked? Like, could I give a base guess?
Can you give me a survival?
Dwarves
check?
have an inert ability
Disadvantage?
to figure out how deep they are.
That's how deep.
Yeah.
Survival?
Disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
Deep and know the time while we're underground.
Huh, 11.
Ooh,
11?
So you know.
And no directions. I underground, as long as I'm awake, I know north, south, east, west, time, and how deep I am. Being
Cool.
dwarf's cool thing.
So,
Very.
they lead you up the staircase.
What direction am I going?
I have a dwarf brother.
Because I can.
Up.
It's interesting.
Wow. Okay.
I don't have any.
So I didn't figure out how far I was?
Northeast, southwest, northeast.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I was
northeast, west.
born
No.
a couple years ago.
Do I run into them?
Yes.
Squeak, squeak, squeak! Well, I mean,
Holy shit, a mouse! I pick it up, I'm like, go find our friends.
I'm gonna drop it, and I'm gonna go, whoa! What the fuck?
I think they put something in our drink.
What are you doing?
Who the fuck are you?
Mifa!
That's me.
Look. There's something going on. There's vines taking over people's bodies. It's killing them. We just got abducted. They're going down there. We need to... I'm going down.
1 minute.
I'm just going down back. I gotta see my friends. I just left them. This is bad.
Do they run into the random guy now who's chasing
Let's
us?
go up
No,
here.
no, no.
Did she not realize
That guy.
Oh, that guy, yeah, no.
blasted we are right now?
I'm booking it down.
No. But
This might be fun.
nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Alright. So you guys follow down the tunnel, and you eventually come to this large spiral staircase going up. And a number of tunnels spidering up.
I don't know if it's the amount of booze I've drank or if I'm seeing double vision.
You're drunk, of course. I'm gonna try to
But
figure out
there's
which way
multiple
to go
doors.
and sneak in
Okay.
and see if I can reflect
And
the
I-
lights.
Go to one, and I'll go to the other, and
Natural
shout
one.
down hello. And then if somebody hears us, they'll shout hello back.
I don't like that idea.
Would you rather go upstairs?
I would rather not be in the tunnels. I don't know what's happening. Is there any indication of foot traffic on the ground?
Large bit of snot on the stairs.
I got a 3, 5.
Is that what? No,
Is there any animals around here?
Okay.
No.
Do you smell stronger gas
No.
going one way or the other?
Are you farting? Who left
Maybe.
the
I'm an old
breadcrumbs?
dwarf. What do you expect?
Who left breadcrumbs?
Look for breadcrumbs!
You haven't been eating rations for a little while now, have you?
I have packed for
Tired.
days.
Looking
You
for
see a
breadcrumbs.
small little trail.
Yes!
Follow the breadcrumbs.
Booking it up there. Full speed.
I'm
I have packed
staying
Can you
reserved.
not? Can you just be smart,
I'm
please?
staying reserved.
I feel like
I'm gonna stick with
this
them.
is a very
So
much
it's
a
us
trap.
to go.
It may be a trap,
Okay.
but our friends are in the trap, so we have to go save our friends.
So as you run up the
Be
stairs,
heroes.
Did you hear about the general?
What general?
He yelled, "It's a trap!"
you run up the stairs, and you see a source of light at the end.
Ah,
You come running up,
stealth.
and
I got a 21.
your vision goes blurry.
Shit.
I got a 21 for my stealth.
You stealthily fall unconscious.
He's unconscious. He drank too much booze.
You follow quickly behind,
I
This is
think
not
I
good.
drank too much booze.
and you follow quickly behind.
I barely drink it.
I had like a sip.
And that's where we're gonna leave this episode.
Oh
We'll
shit.
see you next time.
Oh,
Bye.